A gorgeous young 25-year-old nurse goes missing on her routine jog. What happened to Sydney?
Sydney Sutherland, a 25-year-old mom and a registered nurse, works at a medical center in Newport, Arkansas. On the afternoon of August 19th, she goes for a jog, something she does on a regular basis. Sydney even has a regular route that she follows near her home. A UPS driver reports seeing Sydney during her jog between 2:30 and 3 p.m. that afternoon. But that was the last time anyone reports seeing her. Later that evening, a call comes into authorities. Sydney Sutherland's car keys and other belongings are at her house. But Sydney is gone.
But joining us today, Donald Schweitzer, former LA detective, I like that, criminal defense attorney, and you can find him at PasadenaLawOffice.com, and he's now the star of an awesome podcast called Exhibit A. When you examine the scenario, the same place, same time, every day, runs like clockwork, that actually makes it easier to identify a suspect because you think, who's in that area? Like the UPS guy always drives that area. Like neighbors, people that are delivering back and forth there. Maybe a bus goes by. Maybe she passes a particular grocery store. What's even harder, Donald, and you explain why, is when it's random.
Yeah, it is more difficult because then you've got a database of large communities, possibly the state. If it's random, you have to go on physical evidence that may or may not tie to DNA or anything like
exactly.
that. So
why always look at the live-in or the love interest first?
Yeah, I think that statistically, it is true that most of the time that's where to look. That's where you're going to find the suspect. But I think there's other areas to look too, and that is the sexual predator databases, if they have such in this rural area. I'm sure that they do because these predators exist everywhere. So not only looking at the immediate family members and the boyfriend or anybody else, that might be a logical place to look. A real good place to look to see if there's anybody in the area that's had encounters with the police or who has been stopped, hanging out, where they shouldn't hang out, and trying to find people like that.
To find her cell phone, it hurts because if she still had it with her and it was turned on, you could ping to her. But it helps to show that most likely that is where she was kidnapped, unless the scene was staged, unless someone took her and threw her cell phone out. How likely is that in this scenario, that it was staged?
Well, you never know. I mean, I think that we'd be completely speculating if we felt that we knew that the answer to that question. But if I were on the scene, I would be hoping and praying that we found where it had happened, because then, we have possibly, the time. The phone might have some type of a record as to the time that it happened. And, you indicated earlier that there was an Apple Watch, and I don't know if they found it at the scene, probably not. And I'm just wondering if the phone is still connected somehow to the Apple Watch.
Right.
If there's a way to trace it like that.
Yep. You're right, Donald Schweitzer.